project room.
project.
Let's take a peek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Cuz.
know.
So you're going to be good. So here's what I want you to do. When you go to play,
I look.
I get home. I'm legit gonna get but we should start clapping first.
That's true. Get one person that was.
No, we gotta. No, like an actual. Like we gotta make it as loud as possible.
Mr. Thorne, with all due respect, I think any band who claps with their feet and do that, I think it's super dope.
Yeah.
Hey, quick change of plans. Quick change of plans. Second suite.
What?
Alright, so then we got
What?
Suite, let's go.
It's over.
Woodland section.
Which one?
The whole thing is so else.
Can we do a song without words? Oh,
Here's pick up the 79. Pick up the 79. I'll give you 1, 2, 1. Here's pick up the 79. 1, 2, 1.
Everybody take their ketamine before. Everybody take their
It's only music. It's a joke. It's a joke. I said it's only music.
I don't even play it sometimes. I just sit in the back.
I don't either. My jaw's already
Yeah,
small.
my ab lips.
I was playing. Oh, I was just like curling it.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You all may be seated.
Good morning. My name is Anna Hughes, and on behalf of the Travelers Rest High School class of 2022, I'd like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony. I want to start by giving a huge thank you to Furman University for allowing us to use this space, along with all of the Greenville County Schools board members and staff here with us today. Thank you for organizing and making this ceremony possible. I'd also like to thank all of the Travelers Rest High School teachers and staff that have helped us get to where we are today. We may not have always been the easiest class to deal with, so thank you for putting up with us as we've grown up these last few years. We are so grateful for everything you've done for us throughout our time at Travelers Rest. To all the family members and friends here with us this morning, thank you for being our biggest supporters. We could not be more appreciative of your continual love and encouragement, and we would not be standing here today if it weren't for all of you. Lastly, to my fellow graduates, these past 4 years have been anything but easy. Our class has dealt with more than any of us could have ever imagined, but we've shown incredible strength and resilience, and in just a few short moments, we'll officially be on the other side of it all. So congratulations to each and every one of you. We did it.
Good morning. My name is Omar Masri, and on behalf of Travelers Rest High School, I have the honor of introducing the following special guests. With us today, we have Dr. David McDonald, Greenville County Schools Assistant Superintendent for School Leadership over Middle Schools. Dr. Carolyn Stiles is also joining us this morning. Dr. Stiles is the representative for Area 17 on our District Boards of Trustees. Ms. Debbie Bush, representative of Area 19, and Vice Chair for our District of Boards of Trustees, was scheduled to be here today as well, but due to illness, she will not be able to make it. The class of 2022 would like to thank these guests as well as the district employees who are in attendance today. Thank you all for your dedicated service and significant contributions to Greenville County Schools, and thank you for sharing this special day with us.
For all my life, I've searched for a certain type of completeness, a fulfillment in all aspects of my life, an absolute preparation for any adversity that might come my way. I still have plenty of years to continue searching for this completeness, but in recent years, I've begun to reconsider what I should be searching for. I realize that in nature, stability is preferred above all else. At a very basic level, it's the stability of chemicals. Perhaps it is ecological stability. For us, it is the stability of our lives. Our survival and prosperity depend on our ability to find stability while our bodies still allow us to. I initially failed to realize that once stability is found, it is only useful if we continuously maintain it. We still have plenty of time to capture stability, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. I became an Eagle Scout in the past year, and my experience since I began scouting has shown me the importance of preparedness. I found that the motto, "Be prepared," is endlessly applicable, but much easier said than done. An early description of the Scout motto was, "Be prepared to die for your country if need be, so that when the moment arrives, you may charge home with confidence, not caring whether you're going to be killed or not." Parents and youth most likely aren't eager to engage in a program with such a motto. However, I believe it's important to recognize the character and bravery that this motto represents. I believe we have much to learn from those who have been able to make commitments this bold. It astonishes me that some have been able to make this ultimate preparation, surely for a cause that could cost them their lives. It's understandable why the motto is so generalized today. The Scouting founder, Robert Baden-Powell, intended for those two words of advice to be open-ended. The old description of the "Be Prepared" motto with military undertones only applies to the brave few who enter the armed forces, such as Baden-Powell himself. For the rest of us, whatever path we take, no one may follow. As individuals, no one else's experiences will perfectly match our own. We must be responsible for our own preparation. We must ask ourselves what preparation should look like for us. Despite having the honor to speak at graduation today, there has been very little stability in my life for the past couple of years. I've constantly been on edge for the next big change to add a layer of complexity to my already convoluted life. For the most part, I was able to stay ahead of the curve by improvisation after limited preparation. But I knew the lifestyle I was living wasn't sustainable. I also realized the chaos probably wouldn't pass until I graduate. Despite the chaos that came with it, I believe achieving a high school diploma was an excellent pathway to take. I realized that the next pathway we take is always narrower than the last. But choosing to earn a high school diploma starts all of us off on a broader pathway than most. Whatever path you choose, it won't be straight. Remember to watch each card you play and play it slow. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and I want to thank every family member, friend, teacher, staff member that has guided us to where we are today. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. I promise I'll be super quick. In preparation for this speech, I thought a lot about what is important to me and what would be interesting enough for me to talk about up here. And I recently came across an interesting piece of linguistics in a commentary of the Shema that I'd like to share with you all today. The Shema is an ancient prayer or declaration that the Israelites would recite morning and evening to exhibit devotion to God. It is important to note that many practicing Jews still observe this tradition. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with it, but it goes like this. Listen, Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. I want to call special attention to the final word of the Shema, which is often translated as strength or might. In Hebrew, the word is me'od, and it is not typically used in this way. Usually, me'od is an adverb, meaning very or much. For example, I could say that waking up at 5 a.m. this morning was me'od difficult. However, its use here is very unique. Interestingly, the word me'od is not used to modify the word for strength or might. It's on its own. According to scholar and educator Tim Mackey, me'od in this context means, well, everything. A more accurate translation of the Shema reads like this. Listen, Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all of your muchness. As weird as it sounds, this kind of makes sense. The New York City Church of Christ describes this as a call for the Israelites to serve God with an ever-increasing intensity. I just love this phrasing, and I think the idea of giving something your all makes a great send-off for the class of 22. First, we can use it to thank the educators, family members, and friends that supported us and gave us their best these past 4 years. I personally would like to thank my parents and my church community for giving me their me'od and really pouring into me and helping me grow in so many ways. Also, I would like to encourage the graduates in their future endeavors. Give it all you've got. Whatever this next stage of life looks like for you, whether it be college, the military, or the workforce, put your best foot forward. I urge you to give your me'od to more than just your future careers. Use this next season to dig into your faith, interests, and relationships. I believe that in combination with a life-giving relationship with Jesus Christ, satisfaction and happiness can be derived from the most mundane lives if one really strives to do their best in every area. This advice has carried me through the last 4 years, and I believe that it will continue to prove true for the rest of my journey. Now, to the class of 2022, each of you has the potential to go far, and I know that so many of you will. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, Superintendent, faculty, and staff, we welcome you to the Travelers Rest High School graduation ceremony, class of 2022. I want to thank the students on the stage for sharing their thoughts and comments. The seniors sitting before me did not get here on their own. I want to extend my appreciation to the parents, grandparents, mentors, and friends who have provided support to these young adults about to graduate today. Please join me in showing appreciation to all the family members and friends here today or watching online. Thank you to Superintendent Dr. Burt Royster, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Scott Turner, Assistant Superintendent for High Schools Mr. Scott Reimer, all Greenville County School employees, and Furman University staff for allowing us this opportunity to host today's graduation. I want to take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff of Travelers Rest High School. Many are present and are assisting with the ceremony this morning. Please join me in thanking the staff for their efforts over the past few months and over the last 4 years they have served the class of 2022. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge 2 special students that are not present with us this morning. Last year, we lost 2 students to a tragic car accident that are a part of the class of 2022 and scheduled to graduate this year. A special thank you to Mr. Andy Waters of Herff Jones for providing the families with an engraved graduation gown and diploma cover for these 2 students. I would like for us to take a 22-second moment of silence as we honor our fallen Devil Dogs, Canyon Dason Carter and Caleb Stevenson Lowell. Thank you. Today is the culmination of the blood, sweat, and tears over the last 13 years. You will soon earn the honor of moving from students to proud graduates of Travelers Rest High School. Your journey, think back for a moment, those first years in kindergarten and first grade, starting to read. Your journey continued through middle school with Dr. McDonald here to our side. And now your hard work and dedication have paid off. We are so very proud of each of you. Now, many of you are going to college. Some of you are joining the military. Others are joining the workforce directly. I have no doubt that you will continue to do great things for our community, for our state, and our great nation. There are many paths forward for you, and no matter which path you choose, take advantage of the opportunities. I encourage you to listen to the words of the great Martin Luther King Jr. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. The best path to greatness is achieved through serving others. This entire class has accomplished so many great things during their time at Travelers Rest High School. I would like to recognize two specific groups of students. First, as recognized by the South Carolina Department of Education, a career pathway completer or a student that earned college and career readiness. The career pathway completer accomplishment is recognized by a green and yellow cord, while the college and career readiness accomplishment is recognized by a silver cord. At this time, would all the Travelers Rest High School career path completers and college and career readiness students please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Next, our students who will be joining a branch of the United States military. These students are given a red, white, and blue cord to recognize their commitment to our country. At this time, will all students joining a branch of the military please stand to be recognized. For our audience, the graduation ceremony is a never-to-be-forgotten moment in the lives of the senior class members. We are asking you to be quiet and respectful during the next portion of our ceremony. I will ask Colin Rillo to read a short request to the audience members on behalf of the class of 2022.
Thank you for coming to celebrate this very special occasion. We, the class of 2022, ask you give each of us our own time in the spotlight as we walk across the stage. Please refrain from any loud cheering or disturbances as our names are called. We ask that you honor each graduate by allowing all our names to be heard and recognized. While this is a time to celebrate our accomplishments, we would also like to keep a dignified ceremony. We simply ask that you hold your applause and celebration until all names have been called, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, graduates will recess out of the arena. We ask that all guests stay in their seats until the graduates have recessed out. At this time, Mr. Bruce will begin the presentation of the diplomas.
Thank you, Colin. Parents and other family members may stand in recognition of your student when his or her name is called. Please refrain from making any noises to ensure that each graduate's name can be heard. Thank you very much for your cooperation and your assistance. Joining me on stage this morning is Ms. Lindsay Hubert, 10th grade administrator, Ms. Bianca Jameson, 12th grade administrator, who will assist with the presentation of the diplomas, and Mr. Kirby Alford, Travelers Rest High School 2022 Teacher of the Year, who will be announcing the names of each graduate. It is now my pleasure and honor to proudly present the Travelers Rest High School Class of 2022. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
McKenna Noel Hammock, valedictorian with high honor. Julian Tudor Howard, salutatorian with high honor. Anna Grace Hughes with high honor. Omar Iyad Masri with high honor. Victoria Lauren Goldsmith with high honor. Matthew Colin Riddle with high honor. Elizabeth Walton Ackerman. Addison Lauren Adams Collins. Andrew Scott Addis. Osman Josue Aguiar Granados. Bryson Taylor Aiken. Trinity Elizabeth Alderson. Kyrell Jadis Amaro Whitehead. Alexandria Faith Andrews with honor. Catherine Faith Andrews. Thomas Logan Andrews. Braden Angelis Dino. Avery Clara Aarons with honor. Elizabeth Grace Armstrong. Michael Adonis Arnold. Kelsey Alexis Arthur. Gavin Rigel Ashby. Samuel Braden Ellis Auld. Lacey Nicole Bagwell. Faith Pierce Ballinger. Jimmy Anderson Ballestero Castillo. Luke Isaac Barnes. Miguel Angel Barrera, Jr. Why are we off? All right. Ethan James, we're off. Madison Marie Berger. Skylar Chad Batson, in absentia. Cole Young Biggerstaff. Emily Perry Blanchard. Caitlin Deanna Blankenship, with high honor. John Cooper Bolt III. Emily Frances Bowdle. Sean Zachary Bowen. Luca Fernando Brank, in absentia. Chloe Elizabeth Brinks. Keller Michael Brooks. Seth Christian Brown. Harley Quinn Bryson. Bobby Jalen Burnside Bowen. Ian Maddox Burrell. Lola Renee Burrell, with high honor. Jordan Elizabeth Caldwell. Cameron Jeremiah Campbell, with high honor. Faith Michelle Carlisle. Cassidy Alexis Carlton. Cameron Lee Carroll. Cameron Dwight Carter. Gracie Michelle Carver. Nico Cash. Hayden J. Sevelin. Hunter Allen Cheslek. Marcus Chase Clark, in absentia. Parker Scott Klein. Anthony Ramon Clyburn. Braylon Cooper Coates. Dylan Russell Coker. Brianna Lee Cole, with honor. Hunter Lee Covington. Veronica Holly Crane. Victoria Hope Crane. Kaylin Mackenzie Crane. Christopher Sean Crawford. Mark Anthony Creel. Jaquan Desmond Cruel. Mallory Alicia Cruel. Noah Daniel Kruver. Cole Emery Darnell. Reagan Lee Darnell. Cameron Nicholas Doherty. James Isaac Deadweiler, with high honor. Ryan Jacob DeBrune, with high honor in absentia. Oh, wait, oh, there he is. All right. Caden Elias Del Cueto. Give us just a moment, please. All right, let's try that again. Ryan Jacob DeBrune, with high honor. Caden Elias Del Cueto. Kenneth Logan Dewing. Michael James Diaz, with honor. Travis Hunter Dill. Lily Anastasia Doan. Shaquela Brianna Dodd. Addie Elizabeth Drew. Autumn Lynn Duncan. Jackson Cade Duncan. Chloe Abigail Dunn, in absentia. And Landon Clayton Dunn, in absentia. Ashton Lee Duval. Autumn Denise Edge, with honor. Carly Bryn Ellenbach. Carlton McCade Ellison. Lauren Elizabeth Epps, with high honor. Kian Philip Erdley, with high honor. Brent Jordan Udy, with honor. Emily Claire Farmer. Jacob Ryan Farmer, in absentia. Kennedy Lee Fennell. Jason Logan Ferguson. Demaya Shante Fields. Melniah Nijay Fisher. Kaylin Ann Fitchie. Caitlin Haley Fricks. Dylan James Galloway. Quavion Deontay Lamar Gambrell Groves. Jose Luis Garcia Flores. William Alexander Garrett. Kiara Garrido. McKenna Emmeline Gibson, with honor. Taylor Renee Gilbert. Griffin Gant Gillespie, with honor. Heath James Gillespie, in absentia. Alex Manuel Gonzalez Garcia. Noble Talon Goodwin. Callie Mae Gosnell. Haley Christine Gosnell. Josiah Connor Graybill, with high honor. Savannah Leanne Grissop. Micah Allen Grover, with high honor. James Brody Guthrie. Samuel James Gusa, in absentia. Clara Georgette Hall. Corey Jamal Hardy. Mackenzie Elizabeth Harris, in absentia. Jerry Leon Hart. Troy Hampton Harton. Ashlyn Marie Hawkins. Brianna Lee Hawkins. Ashton Fox Haynes. Elisha Keenan Healy. Ezekiel Cooper Healy. Jakari Tyrone Helms. Chloe Rebecca Henry, with honor. Demaje Daquan Henry. Drayden Scott Hickey. Dakota Allen Hoffer. Essence Talisha Holmes. Jillian Deanna Hauk, in absentia. Ira Joshua Howard, in absentia. Alexandra Grace Hubbard, with high honor. Kagan Simone Alexis Hurst. William Slade Husky. Donald Connor Ingram. Maxwell James Jameson. Sarah Ann Janoski. Andrew Billy David Johnson. Andrew David Johnson. Dion Markel Johnson. Madison Page Johnston. Isaiah Jamie Jones. Preston Lee Keller. Jared Elisha Kimmerer, with honor. Emma Judith Grace Lampert, in absentia. Creed Smith Ledford. Joel Benjamin Lee, in absentia. Dylan Ian Leister. Graham Parker Lewis, in absentia. Zin Yan Lin. Thomas Christopher Looper, Jr. Caden Andrew Lauk. Timothy Jose Luna. Richard Payton Mann. Aiden Thatcher Marsingill. Bryce Thomas McCarson. J.D. Gray McCarson. Camden Sean McCausland. Delaney Lee McDaniel. Emma Camille McDaniel, in absentia. Caleb Thomas McKittrick. Madison Elizabeth McPherson. Isis Lene Middleton, with honor. Alexis Christine Miller. Hayden Bryce Moody. Amari Michelle Moore. Braden David Moran. Megan Emily Moss, in absentia. Timothy Theodore Nellums. Deladis Lynn Nelson, with high honor. Hunter Timothy Nichols. Taylor May Noblet. Emily Sarah Jane Olson. Sophia Madeline Alice Owens. Xavier Joseph Patty. Tatiana Giselle Parajon, with high honor. Allison Danielle Parrish. Teresa Danielle Payne. Carly Elizabeth Powell. Addison Marie Powers, with high honor. Madison Lee Pritchett, with honor. Selah Grace Rackley. Antoine Jeremiah Rains. Emily Nicole Ralsky. Adam Walker Redding. Cynthia Brooke Redding. Joshua Douglas Redding. Isaac Storm Reese. Jason Roberto Regalado. Isaac Cambron Richard. Michael Case Riddle, with high honor. Mitchell Joshua Rogers. Brittany Lynn Rogers. Gabriella Sierra Brogy. Andreas James Rollins. Anthony Christopher Rousseau. Alyssa Jewel Samples, with honor. Cole McKinley Sanders. Mackenzie Michelle Sailors. Christopher Lawrence Connolly Scott. Rachel Camille Scruggs Hendricks. Camille Gregory Sellers. Rylan Scott Sewell. Christian Mateo Shenton. Matthew Reed Sheriff. Micaiah Nevia Sherman. Cameron Eli Silvers. Jackson Christopher Silvers. Walker Kyle Silvers. James Dalton Simmons. Jeremiah Gabrielle Smith, in absentia. Rachel Marley Smith. Taylor Diana Smith. Trinity Marie Smith, in absentia. Sean Matthew Southard, in absentia. Neely Grayson Springfield. Cameron Taylor Sprouse. Jemiah Nakia Spurgeon. Cynthia Jo Stallnecker. Landon Rick Staton. Colin Tanner Steger. Andrew Michael Stewart. Isaac Jacob Story. Corina Nicole Strandell, with honor. Tristan Henry Stroud. Caitlin Faye Stubbs. James Chandler Stiles. Indiana Cassie Dale Suddeth. Isaiah Ronanel Sullivan. Jaden Douglas Sullivan. David Luke Swangham. Sydney Michelle Swenson. Jacob Mills Tankersley. Austin Jesse Tant. Aaron Odell Taylor, Jr. Gavin Matthew Taylor. Elijah Taylor. Adeline Elizabeth Tooley. Merritt Bailey Townsend. Kincaid Benjamin Vess. Now Campos Vilar, with high honor. Logan Grace Walters. Alexander Thomas Ward. Devin Michael Ward. Devon Amid Washington. Jason Carroll Watford, Jr., in absentia. Cameron James Watson. Andrew Derek Wiest. Alexis Danae White. Reagan Lashley K. White, with high honor. Trinity Danielle Whitford. Jacob Gilbert Whitman. Johnson Gabriel Wicklow. Samuel Thomas Williams IV. Sydney Lauren Williams, with honor. Micaiah Soul Wyatt. Bailey Alexander Young. Gabriel Larkin White. Ethan James Bates.
It's you.
Well, congratulations to you all, and what an honor to be here to celebrate. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And now let's make it official. Will the class of 2022 please stand? Class of 22, please stand. You have completed the requirements for a high school diploma as prescribed by the South Carolina Department of Education. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the superintendent and the Board of Trustees for the School District of Greenville County, I now declare you 2022 graduates of Travelers Rest High School. Please move your tassel. Congratulations.
Thank you.